Instagram's been banging on for ages about rewarding original creators.
We should make sure that more value, if we can, flows to the original creators that make something than those who find that content and then repackage it and aggregate it from other original content creators.
I want us to do more to reward original creators.
But what I've noticed shows otherwise. Let me explain. Now, they've been claiming for over a year now that when someone reposts content as an aggregator, that the aggregator would be able to reach their own audience with the content. But if Instagram were to then push this on the Reels tab or on the Explore page, then the reach would go to the person who originally posted it. They've said that they will find who originally created it and they will use that when they push it out there. And so if a piece of content does really, really well and is really engaging, the original creator is the one who will get the reach and the growth and the exposure. Now, this was supposedly done to encourage people to create original content on the platform, which then adds to the supply of content, rather than simply reposting content, which doesn't add anything new, and rewarding those who create content rather than repost. However, despite what they are telling people, I've recently noticed something that shows quite the opposite. As some of you know, I started a page on the side recently that was just sharing different golf stories, purely to run a few experiments and try something a little bit different. Now, I created this reel here, which I'll pop up on the screen, and did pretty well. I posted it on March 23rd, and it has since gained over 183,000 views with 8,055 likes. Now, it's obviously not me in the content, but we edited this together, created the script, the voiceover, pulled together all the clips, and made it something of our own that would be considered fair use and a new piece of original content. Then, just recently, I got sent this post here, which I'll put up on the screen, and this was posted 1 week later on March 30th, which is literally the exact same video that I posted. It wasn't cropped, it wasn't trimmed, there was no new music added, there was no change of color grading. So it'd be extremely easy for Instagram's algorithm to pick up that it's a repost. Now, especially given that they've spent billions of dollars on AI and their algorithms to pick up this stuff, surely they could see something as simple as this. So the question becomes, did they do what they constantly are saying they will and let this post reach the accounts of their audience and give all of the non-follower reach to us as the original creators? Well, considering I'm making this video, no. This post here has got 977,000 views, 25,000 likes, and is still getting pushed today, nearly 8 weeks later. Now, obviously, as many of you know, I have reposted plenty of content in my time, generated tons of views in doing so when I used to have my old account. So I'm in no place to sit here and take the moral high ground and act like I've never reposted content. Done that heaps. What's weird, however, is when Instagram are saying one thing about making sure they're rewarding the original post, but we aren't seeing it pan out, and it's been over a year of this now. Of course, I realize the algorithms make mistakes, it happens, and these big algorithms take time when they are released. But like I say, this has been something they've been going on about for years now, and still we're seeing examples every single day of this just not happening. Heck, even on accounts where we're reposting the content on the same account, even then it's often not crediting it back to the original post, it's giving the reach to the new post, which just completely goes against everything they're saying. Now, weirdly, on another occasion of seeing Instagram go against what they've said, I noticed that when I went to post the other day that they said, we've found 2 opportunities to improve your reel before sharing it to Instagram. And guess what the first thing they suggested was to improve the reel? I'll chuck it up on the screen, but what they said was add relevant hashtags. Hashtags can help you reach more people who are interested in those topics, which you've just got to be kidding, because Adam Mosseri has publicly gone on a million different interviews and literally said hashtags have no impact on reach, to the point where he joked about creating a website that was called dohashtagshelpreach.com to put a big no on it.
A screenshot of one of your stories where someone asked you, do hashtags improve visibility? And you said no.
Not really.
And I just like screenshotted that. So anytime a brand's like, can we do the hashtag? I'd be like, here's the man telling you. No need.
We should get a domain that's like dohashtagshelpreach.com, and then we can just put the canonical. No, just a no, that's it. Big no.
And now Instagram have got the cheek to add a tool saying that hashtags help you reach more people. So who knows what to believe on this? If you want to add hashtags, maybe it is worth starting to do so again. All I'm saying is just be a bit skeptical of what's being said out there. It's not always what's happening in reality. And that's why I make these videos, because as much as I make videos explaining what they've said, you equally want to test what's being said try it out yourself, see what's working for you, and then run with that. Unless it's something that Instagram is saying will negatively impact your account. Don't attempt to try and find out where the line is drawn if they're saying it will hurt your reach. Now, as always, with these videos where we're sort of a bit negative on things, if someone from Instagram does see this and wants to explain or come on the channel, then you're more than welcome to. My goal here is not to attack anyone, but give the truth to people when it comes to growing and monetizing an audience on the platform.